What is going on, everyone? Matthew97657 here, and today we are back with yet another figure unboxing and review. And as the title and thumbnail suggests, this is going to be the Mattel Jurassic World Hammond Collection Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. So with that being said, nothing more to it. They get on right on into it, and alas, it is here, finally. This is the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus, which is highly anticipated by fans that are fans of the Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. There's a little bit of a synopsis there detailing the events of the Tyrannosaurus fight versus the Spinosaurus fight, Jurassic World, and then the barcode at the bottom. So yeah, I mean, let's just keep going, you know, no time to waste. Let's see how cool this pup is. And so I was lucky enough to find it at my local Target on launch date. This is June 1st. So I cannot complain by any means. Let's go ahead and take that out. And there is just a quick packaging showcase in terms of how it's packaged. You can see the tail at the bottom, and then the base figure is just encapsulated here. So we're gonna just be very gently. We don't want to scuff any paint. It looks like it has the twine at the bottom. So if anything, we might jump cut away from that just because it might take a while. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything out, and everything will be ready to go here in just a bit. Here we go. All right, so I have everything out of the packaging, which was very simple. Had some twine to get through and some plastic rubber bands, but I wanted to showcase putting on the tail. It's as easy as you'd imagine, but just to showcase the tail real quick before we put it on. Very nice detailing. It feels very like rubbery, kind of like what the Real Feel stuff they've been doing, but you got the red and then some brown kind of paint applications, and then a light brown as well. And it's heavy. I mean, you heard that, right? It's pretty hefty for the material they use, and then you do have some spikes or just some little bumps on there. And I feel like it's one of those plexi type of ones where you can kind of just make your own shape, which will be fun. So let's go ahead and input it. Very simple, as you'd imagine, as you heard. And so let's get it ready. Standing. Come on. There it is. There it is. Man, what a beauty. Look at this. As you can see, pretty well painted. You know, there's a lot of good paint applications applied to the figure. The only thing I think we are missing is the blue on the sail, which is unfortunate. You know, we can say that there is no blue, but outside of that, you know, the detailing, I'm going to do a actual detail showcasing because I want to do this figure justice in terms of everything it has to offer. There is a lot going on. You can kind of see the trailing paint there with the design. All right, nice. So we can move all the way down so we can showcase a lot of things. There's the sail, and then to the thigh, you have a little bit of a design there. And then coming to the tail feels nice. The tail is long. It's a pretty long tail, which I actually really do like. And this one is just, it'll take the eyes of whoever walks into the room. I think this is a really stand-off figure, which is awesome. So I'm gonna do some basic articulation, and then I will do a special showcase in close detail on traditional camera work for me. But in terms of articulation, let's go ahead and switch over. So we do have the jaw, which can open quite a bit. You can get a really wide jaw opening there. Let's get a little bit of the inside of the mouth just for showcase. And then, so you can kind of go like that, right? Not too well, or not too high. And then you can go, hold on. Oh, okay. Okay, no, I'm getting resistance. I don't like that. I guess that is a little weird. I was getting a resistance going higher, so I don't really want to push it too much. There we go. So I went bottom jaw first and then top jaw first to get the really wide stance. And then you can move the tongue, which is nice. I love that you can move the tongue because not too big of a fan when the tongue is just in the middle. I like it resting like that, or even a little bit like that. So that's awesome. Oh, looks like we're having some jaw trouble. There we go. To the neck, can look all the way down. Can't look that high up off of this piece here. It can just move up, down, and it can come side to side there. Moving on to this piece here will allow us to be able to look higher, which is so cool, and then look down, and then side to side. You kind of get that going on. In terms of the arms, it looks like we're going to be able to, nope, I'm getting a lot of resistance there. Ah, am I reviewing Monster Arts? No, so had a little bit of a thing there. So I won't push it too far, but it can come down, it can come up, and then it should be able to come up like that, and then doesn't really go any further than that. And I love the paint. It's really nice for the black. It's really basic, but it just stands out really well. The hand piece here can just rotate. You can come up, you can come down, and then, you know, you can do some cool stuff like that. And yeah, let me see. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it really can go any higher than that. The legs here, this is going to be a little hard. The legs here can come up, and that's as far as I'm getting. And then you can see I'm starting to go back around there as I'm getting a little bit more resistance, so I'm not going to push it too far. And there, the leg into the knee joint, kick forward. And then we do have a little, like, I guess, what is this? Like below the calf piece here. Can come, and then, so you can see the piece there that allows us to go there and there. So that's awesome. And then last but not least, we do have foot rotation. You can kind of swivel it in a weird way. It is a weird, you can swivel it in a weird way. Can't really come up though, and can't really come down. So I guess you can just kind of go horizontally and not vertically on that aspect. And last but not least, we do have the tail, which you can kind of mold to your own liking, which is always fun. I'm not putting too much force on it, but I mean, if you want to go crazy, you can go crazy with it. There's the other side. And then in terms of just rotation, it'll rotate, and then you can't really move it. Oh no, you can. You can move it like that, and like that, and then you can go up and down, just like that. So we'll just, for the sake of it, we'll do a light bend to make it look a little cool. And so yeah, that is the articulation. Let's go ahead and move on towards our detail showcasing. Here we go. All right, so here we are on the detail showcasing for the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus, and I am free cameraing this just because I have nothing to hold it. But as you can see, it's got quite a lot of detail. Even in the tongue, you can see some of the like rough bumps on the tongue, scales, osteoderms, stuff like that. The teeth are rubber. The eye on my left side of the dinosaur is messed up, so that's rather unfortunate. But, you know, a lot of cool stuff. You can kind of see some color there. It looks like a little bit of like a gray dry brushing. And then on the underside here, sorry, it's a little hard to showcase that. But moving on to the hands here, I do like the black paint on the toenails and the fingernails. I think it really stands out, which looks really nice. But as you can see, a lot of cool stuff. And for whatever reason, I guess they put like the seam on the back sail, which is kind of weird. I'm not really sure what they were going for on that. Maybe just to hold it all together. But very nice coloration. A little spot of kind of light brown compared to the rest of the figure. We do have the striping that continues to the thigh. And then even on to the legs here, you can kind of see some of the articulation things that are used. And then, yeah, the color the red is, I would just say like a tomato red. I think that's the right terminology. And then moving to the tail here, it's tomato red, a little bit of that. So let's go ahead and just turn it over real quick and do a quick glance on the other side. So starting off with the head sculpt again. Very, very well detailed. Very glad that they committed a lot to this figure, which is awesome. It's something that I think any Spino fan would really appreciate. So we got a dub for the Spino fans. So that is going to go ahead and conclude the detail showcasing. I'm going to try to do some comparisons. Wish me the best, because this figure is big and so are the other ones. So let's try to do some comparisons real quick. Here we go. Okay, so I can't really do a full comparison like I usually like to do, just because these figures take up so much darn space. But as you can see, we do have the Rebirth Spinosaurus, the tail thrasher one, casting a lot of shadows. But as you can see, just the paint job difference in terms of, not even just the paint job, but the sculpt as well. It's pretty crazy how far we've come, no? Let me try to see and put that one like that. My Hammond Collection Spinosaurus is so big. Out of the way, dude. So that's probably the best type of comparison we're gonna get. Let me see if I can try to get the sails. Yeah, that looks awesome. I can't get the tails. You know what? We're doing the tails. I think the tails is actually really important as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip the Hammond Collection one first, and then I'll flip the tail thrasher one. And obviously the tail thrasher one is a little gimmicky with all the like seams and stuff, but just look at the tail difference over the years. Very cool to see. So I think I'm just gonna do this one figure comparison just because it's such a nuisance to do a bunch of them. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do the lab lockdown Tyrannosaurus Rex. So here we go. All right, so we are back with yet another quick comparison. We do have the lab lockdown Tyrannosaurus Rex and the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus. And I do have my Spinosaurus angled a little bit, so it does look a little bit shorter or maybe on level to the lab lockdown. But I think they look great next to one another. I'm gonna go ahead and flip real quick. I think they look pretty good. Yeah, I really don't know how to explain it much else. Let me just shut up and compare, shall I? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So yeah, just about that level, but I do have it kind of like slouching a little bit. So the Hammond Collection is a bit taller than the lab lockdown, but yeah, very, very fun. So let's go ahead and try to conclude to the best of our ability with the video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the quick comparisons between the Rebirth Spinosaurus and the Rebirth Tyrannosaurus Rex. All right, wrap it up, Matt. Here we go. All right, so coming out of the comparisons we had, we're gonna go ahead and conclude the video here. Overall thoughts, huge fan. Has to be, honestly, probably my favorite Hammond Collection figure as of right now. It is just all around the board something I really do enjoy. This is pretty much the damn Spinosaur I grew up with from Jurassic Park 3, and to see it get treatment like this is just lovely. The only real complaint I have is with the jaw. There was a little bit of a mishap in terms of opening and closing it, and then it is missing, technically it is missing a little bit of the blue paint on the sail. Outside of that, I am very, very well satisfied with the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. And yeah, I believe you can still order it. This is June 1st, so it is the official release date for the figure. And yeah, I gotta say, it's really fun. I can't wait to do some cool photography with the figure. I think it'll just be so cool. I don't know. I can't really think. I already want to start doing it now, so I won't take up too much time for it. But it is just so cool. Hopefully, they keep these pups well stocked so that everyone has the opportunity to purchase one, because if you want it, I think you deserve the chance to get it. It retails for $60. I believe in stores it's a Target exclusive, but I think they'll eventually put it on other retailers. So Target is where I got mine from in store, which was lucky enough to find it. And yeah, so with that being said, I think there's really nothing more to it than to kind of finally conclude the video. So, wow. I just love it. I love it so much. So, I definitely recommend this if you are a Spinosaurus fan, Jurassic Park 3 fan, any fan of Spinosaurus in general. Very cool. It's an outdated design, but it's what we technically grew up on. So I can't fault it. It's beautiful. So with that being said, let me know what you guys thought of the Hasbro Jurassic World Hammond Collection Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. Feel free to let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!